So today we travel to Holland as we bid to progress through the group stage. It's the Europa League. We're taking on Vitesse Arnhem. Can we get those all important points? Hey guys, Gamer James here. Thank you as always for clicking play. And thank you once again for coming back to our Marseille series. We are now well into season 3 with the French club and season 4 of the save in general, of course. Should just point out, you can probably see some balloons behind me just stuck up on the wall there. That is, well, we had my daughter's birthday recently and mine as well, but the pink balloon, it's not for me, honestly. Right, yeah, so the last video, I should just sort of like make a little apology. There was a bit of a gap between episodes 24 and 25. Again, birthdays, work, kids, all life generally really got in the way. Motivating myself to do the editing and the uploading as well came into it. So, but it's all good. It's out there. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's get straight in then to the schedule because, of course, we've had quite a lot of games since that Porto defeat. It started, funnily enough, it actually started a really poor run of 3 games where we took the lead and then lost 2-1. We did it against Montpellier. Moussa Dembele put us in front just before half time, but then 2 goals in the second half from Montpellier got them the win. Klosterman also got sent off in that match. Then at home against Paris Saint-Germain, Moussa Dembele again halfway through the first half, but 20 minutes later we were 2-1 down, and that's how it finished. We did play pretty well in that game though. We more than matched them. It was a shame that we couldn't get at least a point out of that. But we did manage to turn things around in the next match. It was a scrappy game against Lens, team who were really down there at the bottom. They're in the bottom 3. I think they were promoted last season, so they're not obviously not expected to do an awful lot. Really tough, scrappy game. It's one of those where if you come away with a win, it could be incredibly important later on in the season. Moussa Dembele went off injured. Jordan Ayew came on and then netted the winner from the penalty spot. So it was really good to see Ayew come on and make an impact. The next game was away at Ludogorets in the Europa League, and Jordan Ayew started this game because Dembele just he got a little knock. He was only out for a couple of days, but he wasn't fully fit. So I had him on the bench. Jordan Ayew started and scored. I then took Ayew off and brought in Dembele, and he scored. And in between that, Andreas Pereira scored as well. So it was 3-0. It was a very dominant, very good win. It gave us confidence going into this game against Angers at home, and we came away with a 2-0 win. Moussa Dembele, of course, and Ozyakup scored. Malik Ousfani was sent off in this match for 2 yellow cards. It was a bit disappointing, but it was a bit of inexperience from the young lad. He was on a yellow and then just kind of had two little nibbles at the opponent and got himself sent off. It was an international break after that, so we had a friendly at home against Juventus. Slight change in the tactics as well, and boy did it pay off as Moussa Dembele smashed in 4 goals in a 4-0 win over the Italian giants. Of course, it wasn't the full Juventus squad because all the players were away on international duty, but Moussa Dembele somehow left out of the France squad, scored 3 goals in 4 minutes in the first half and then added a second half penalty. But the last result was against Lorient away. Lorient were 5th at the time, so going there and getting this win was huge. Again, it was one of those games where it honestly looked like it was going to go 0-0. It took something special from Gedion Zelalem, who I'm not actually sure I told you that we'd signed. So we'll have a look at him in a second. He scored a beautiful goal, a screamer from outside the box, 3 minutes into the second half, and then Christian Pulisic tapped in across at the far post with 10 minutes to go to get us 3 huge points. So yeah, Gedion Zelalem, I'm sure you're all familiar with him. We signed him on deadline day because he became available and we got him for only a couple €100,000. He's not hugely talented. I don't think he's not one of those massive names that you're going to go for, but he's one of those that you can develop. I think he's only 22 and I really think that he's got some potential. I know a lot of FM players really do like him. So to see him come in and get a goal on his first start for the club was really, really good. He's not done enough to get himself into contention any more regularly than that, but when we've got a couple of little injuries and stuff, he'll be in there, I think, for sure. So look at this. This is the League Earn table, and how good does that look at the minute? We are second. Absolutely fantastic. We've only let in 8 goals, which is the second best record behind Paris Saint-Germain. It's just been a great start to the season. Again, we've lost 3 matches, which isn't bad out of 11 games, but it's a little bit more than I would have liked. If you remember last season, we lost, was it 14, 15 games, I think? Let's have a quick look. We lost 14 games last season and only drew 5. So the fact that we've only drawn 1 and lost 3 already, alarm bells are starting to go off a little bit. We need to stop losing games. Paris Saint-Germain obviously are top, but they're only 3 points ahead of us. Granted, they do have 2 games in hand, and they are against Toulouse and Angers, so that will be 6 points, you would imagine. So hopefully, now that we're in second, we can really kick on and start to cement a Champions League place. You can see with that Lorient result how important that was, because it's put us 6 points ahead. They have 2 games in hand on us as well. Not really sure how that's happened, but so it was a huge result, that, because if they'd won it, then we'd have been level on points and they'd have had 2 games in hand. So the fact that they can only draw level with us is huge, really. It's really significant. It means that we control our destiny to some extent at the minute, and that is always a nice place to be. So we'll just have a quick look at Group D first. We are currently second. We won our game against Ludogorets, as you saw. That has lifted us up above Vitesse, because they, as I say, they got smashed 5-0, so they've got dropped into a negative goal difference. So it's a double-headed now against Vitesse Arnhem. I'm only going to play this one match on today's video, so hopefully it will. These 2 games will pretty much guarantee a second place. So our opponents then, Vitesse Arnhem. Don't really know an awful lot about them. They have not done brilliantly in the group stage so far. They won 4-0 against Ludogorets, I think, but then they got absolutely smashed 5-0 by Porto. Since then in the league as well, they've lost to Utrecht and to Feyenoord, so they're not brilliant. They've won 1 Dutch Cup and 2 Jupiler Leagues, which I think is the 2nd division in Holland, I believe. Currently 6th in the Eredivisie, which I do have running, so it is an actual division. They are, they're 6th. I don't really know what their aim is. So it's a pretty decent position, I think, for them, that. In terms of their key player is Juan Castillo, who is 19 years of age. He's currently out with a fractured skull, though, so he won't be playing, which looks like it could be quite good news for us, because he looks half decent. So yeah, let's take a trip into the unknown. Okay, so we've got our team picked. We have got Maxence Prévost in goal. He played in the game against Ludogorets, had a couple of saves to make, did pretty well. Going to give him a couple of games in the group stage, and probably the French Cup as well, the French Cups. Just give him a bit of experience in the first team. Augustinsson at left back, Gabriel and Eric Bailly in the centre of defence. They've become a really decent partnership. You can see we've got a lot of clean sheets in the last few games, so he's looking. These 2 are looking really good. Klosterman at right back, Chochev and Nemanja Matic in centre mid. Going to give him another start here. He did okay in his last game, so we'll give him another run out. Pulisic, Ogajan, Tovan and Dembele are the front 4, and you can see that we've gone from wingers to inside forwards, because it started to work quite nicely. I did it just before the Paris Saint-Germain game, and we smashed them 4-0, and I kept it for the game in the last match against Lorient, and obviously we won that 2-0. It seems to be working quite well at the minute, because both of them, both Pulisic and Tovan, love cutting inside and having a shot. So it's looking like it could be the way to go at the minute. Not surprisingly then, the press have us down to win this match. I'd be very disappointed if we don't win it, and win it comfortably. If Porto can stick 5 past them, we should be doing something similar, really. I know it's away from home, but we should be winning it. Right, so we've had our team talk. We've just calmly said, just go out there and impress me because we're the favourites. It's gone down okay. It's 4-2-3-1 against 4-2-3-1, so it should be quite an interesting match. I'm not sure if they're playing wingers or inside forwards. We'll have to see what happens when that kicks off. But yeah, this should be a win for Marseille, really. I'd be very, very disappointed if we don't get it. And a first-minute goal would be lovely. Here's Tovan and Shochev. Is anything going to come of this? He's played Pulisic in. Pulls it across. Oh, deflected into the keeper's hands. Maxence Prévost then lifts that kick forward. Here's Tovan. It's a good header from Shochev, wasn't it? I've just realised they've got Justin Kluivert playing for them. I didn't actually realise he was there. I might have to have a look at him in a minute. And Shochev's in and he's hit the bar. That was a bad miss. Klosterman take the throw in. The highlight keeps going. Tovan across for Dembele and back to Tovan. Flashes wide. Klosterman's won that header well, and here's Tovan. You see, he cuts in, and we've got the fullbacks set to get forward, and Ogajan is in. It's a good save, and you can see the fullbacks rushing down on the overlap. That's what we've got it set to do, and it really does seem to stretch opposition defences. It does seem to be working pretty well. Of course, it can, when you obviously when your fullbacks get forward like that, it can leave you open to the counter-attack. But we've got back in numbers really well here. And Eric Bayer's intercepted that. So yeah, that seems to work quite well defensively as Van Wolfswinkel hits a free kick into the wall. Vitesse have a corner. It's taken and the header goes wide by Cashier. Klosterman again winning another header. Matic now drills it forward looking for Dembele. It's a great touch, great take on his weaker left foot, but he still brought out a really good save from the Vitesse keeper. Augustinson's going to take on Pulisic, couldn't get to it. And it's lifted forward and Klosterman's going to set another attack going. Gabriel Paulista. Pulisic takes that well, comes inside, but he's tackled and Van Wolfswinkel will bring it away and Ivanic. Come on, we'll get back boys, get back and make the tackle. Here's Chavy. And Shochev has done really well there, and here's Dembele. It's a lovely run. Tovan, Klosterman's on the overlap, but Shochev's played it in, and the shot comes in, and we've hit the post now. We've hit the woodwork twice in this match now. You can see what's coming. We're going to get hit with a sucker punch if we're not careful. Here's Ogajan though, and Dembele's away. It's 2-on-2 at the minute, and we're streaming forward. Tovan, the overload is on here. Shochev, side netting. Oh, we needed to score that. We needed to take advantage there. We had 5 or 6 in attack there against 2-3 defenders. Here's Matic though into the box. Ogajan shoots wide. Matic should have had the shot there. Shouldn't have been laying it off. He was in. It's another corner and we are dominating them. Gabriel, can't get to it, the near post. It's back to Shochev and Augustinson again. This is decent play, but it's cleared away. Here's Klosterman then picking up that loose ball. Forward down the line to Tovan. Shochev. Ogajan. Tovan again. Dembele's itching to get in behind and he has done. And he's gone for goal and it's a really, really good save. Angle was against Dembele there, but he hit it towards the far post. And it was a really good save. And Augustinson puts that in and Gabriel again is beaten in the air by the keeper. And again, it's an aimless kick forward from the... and he is not getting anywhere near his teammates with his kicks, and Tovan's hit one wide. But that's not the first time we've seen their goalkeeper just launch it upfield and it just come to our defenders unchallenged. Corner then. Chavy goes out to Kluivert, close him down, and he's put it into Ivanic, and it's deflected wide. That could have gone anywhere. It's another corner. And that one's headed away by Matic, but it's Kluivert and Orsnes, Cashier, Malahi, and that's going to be a foul by Augustinson right on the edge of the box. Oh dear, this could be dangerous. Van Wolfswinkel, and it's in. He's thumped that free kick in, and what did I say about getting caught by the sucker punch? Oh, FM really does like to frustrate you, doesn't it? Wall kind of fell apart there. Here's Pulisic then down the left. It was a good ball by Dembele. And he's played it back to Dembele. And he's in. And it's 1-1. And that is an immediate response. It's a really, really good little link up between the two of them. Pulisic, lovely ball. Dembele with the chest and the little foot control, and then just stabs it in at the near post. It's another corner for Xavi. They've had 4 corners to our 5 at the minute. They're getting forward far too much at the minute. That's a well-played Pulisic though, and Dembele got a lot to do here, but he's managed to get it away to Tovan, and he's gone for goal, and not really sure what happened there. He shot, and then the highlight stopped. Oh well, it's half time. They are playing well, so we're gonna calmly tell them that if we get a goal, we'll be favourites to win. So go out there and make it happen. Let's do this. We should definitely be in front, no question about it. But it's just one of those where you don't take your chances. We've hit the bar, we've hit the post. The goalkeeper's made 2 or 3 really, really good saves against us. So it's just one of those where we just need to get our noses in front, and we should be okay as Kluivert smashes one wide. Come on, boys, let's get into them. They're passing it around us again here. They seem to have... I don't know what's happened at half-time here. They must have changed their style, because they're certainly passing the ball around well, and they've scored. This was not in the script to be having to come back from behind again. This puts our progress in the group in jeopardy if we lose this game. We need to take at least 4 points from these games. So Oguzhan, oh! Dembele was offside, but what a hit that was from Oguzhan. But it wouldn't have counted, obviously. Here's Klosterman and Oguzhan, and he plays it into Dembele. Oh, what a save. Brilliant save. And Pulisic is beaten to the rebound. What a save that was. He is having the game of his life, this goalkeeper. Here's Tovan. Back to Augustinsson. Great ball in. Oh, didn't land for Dembele. But we're straight back in with another highlight. Here's Bar, Kashia. So just the last couple of highlights have started with their goalkeeper passing it short. And we have it set to prevent short distribution from the goalkeeper. It doesn't work. Nothing happens. It just... Do you use it? Does it work? I've never seen it work yet. Here's Oguzhan then. We're putting together a decent move here. Pulisic, he's going to hit it. He shouldn't have hit it. It's awful. And again, with the short distribution, what is going on? Let me know in the comments. Do you have it set to short to prevent the short goalkeeper distribution? And if you do, does it work? Because I have not seen it work once yet. But Oguzhan's played a great ball through, and Dembele's got away. Oh, and he's put it wide. Free kick then for Xavi. Xavi takes it. Malahi. Oh my word. He's offside. The flag's gone up. Cashier offside. We've made a triple substitution. I've taken Moussa Dembele off. He's got a goal, but he's missed an awful lot of chances. So Jordan Ayew has come on, and hopefully he will be a little bit more prolific in front of goal. But he just gets tackled in midfield. We've also brought on, was it Kondogbia, and I think it was Bertrand Traore as well, and they're in, and that one will count. That's a hell of a finish. He's just come on for Kluivert as Boytink. That is a fantastic finish. And what has happened here? We have been absolutely mugged. Absolutely mugged here. Here's Kondogbia, who's tackled in midfield, but Bayou's won it back, played it forward for Pulisic, and Jordan Ayew is back with Pulisic. Oh, what was that? Right, we've gone attacking. We've told them to push forward, but we're not gonna see this one through. After we've kept 5 clean sheets in a row, I think, and we're getting spanked now. We've let in 3 in this game. I mean, we're getting spanked in the scoreline, not in the performance. How we've lost this game is beyond me. It really is. Post hit, bar hit, several good saves from their goalkeeper, and yet we're 3-1 down, and it could be 4 here. What is going on? The shot comes in and Prevost has saved it and Klosterman scrambles it away. Come on, boys. I mean, this team lost 5-0 in their last game. We have really got to absolutely smash them. Here's Ayu. Can he get in? Can he get us back into it? No. Wild effort. We have got to absolutely smash them in the return fixture at the Velodrome. We really do, because if we don't, we're out of the group stage. We have to win the next game. And I have a feeling this result probably means that we're going to have to get a result in Portugal, because you've got to assume that Vitesse will beat Ludogorets in their game. So yeah, it's really looking like we're going to have to get a result in Portugal at the minute, because this is a seriously damaging result. Can we get a consolation? Matic hits it just over. The whistle goes. It's all over. Wow, I am shell-shocked. I mean, we've played a strong squad there. I mean, it's not like I've made 8, 9, 10 changes. I've played a different goalkeeper, and that's about it. Other than that, it was a really strong squad, and we've been sucker punched massively here. I am in absolute shock. I mean, what do you do for the team talk on this? Because the assistant's saying that it's unacceptable to lose these matches, but we dominated the game really in terms of chances, the quality of the chances, and yet we've been undone. I'm going to have to tell them assertively that we had to win that match, because no matter how well we played, we should have won that match. Dembele was really disappointing. I know he got a goal, but he missed an awful lot. He could have had 3 or 4 just on his one-on-ones alone, and he's really let us down. Porto have won. They've won 4-1 against Ludogorets. So that pretty much seals the group for them, you would imagine. And I'm saying that assuming that we're going to beat Vitesse at home. And now my confidence is shaken a little bit. Well, the headline says it all, doesn't it? It says Loem stunned by incisive Vitesse. They were clinical with their chances. They put away the ones that they managed to get on target, and yeah, we didn't. We should have won that game. We shouldn't have been conceding 3 goals. We shouldn't be third in the group. Still, it's going to take a long time to get over that. And to be honest, I'm going to blame you guys. Because our last game was that 2-1 defeat to Porto. We've been on an amazing run of form. If you take the friendly out of it, we've won 4 in a row without conceding, and then you lot come back and we lose 3-1. So yeah, I'm just joking. Right, well, that game was kind of supposed to propel us into a strong position in the group in terms of qualifying, and I was going to go through now until probably the to a league game, maybe Nice or Lille or someone like that, but part of me's thinking I'm going to have to do maybe the Porto game, because the group is now hanging by a thread. So yeah, it'll be somewhere around there. It'll be somewhere around this Porto, Nice, Nantes, Lille. It'll be somewhere around there. A lot will depend on what happens against Vitesse in the return match. If we win that and we go back up into second, then it might not be the Porto game. But of course, yeah, well, we'll see. I'll decide that later down the line. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Click like if you like the video, click subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in a few games time. Hopefully there won't be as long a gap between videos from now on. Hopefully I can get back into some sort of schedule. Of course, kids are off school at the minute, so you know, it kind of puts it in jeopardy a little bit, but hopefully we'll be back sooner rather than later. Again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys again really soon.